by virtues of powers vested to me as the Principal and Vice Chancellor of the University of South Africa, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayers, meditations, and affirmations to give thanks to the achievements that we are going to celebrate in this occasion. Just a momento. You may be seated. Thank you. Molweni. Molweni. Yes, ninjani. Siyabulela. Good morning. Yes, we are here to celebrate, so it must be evident in the engagements, but also in the greetings. Good morning. Thank you very much. I'm truly elated, colleagues, for us to be here in East London to celebrate the accomplishments of our students, the students of the University of South Africa. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the executive management of the university. In particular, I'd like to acknowledge Dr. P. Mokhobu, Vice Principal, Institutional Development and Transformation. Let me also recognize the presence of the Regional Director, the one who's responsible for the academic and scientific agenda of the University of South Africa in supporting our students in this beautiful region, the region of legends in South Africa, Eastern Cape, Mr. Nkwang, on behalf of the Registrar. Let me also recognize our Executive Director, Institutional Advancement, Mrs. Matlari, and representatives of the colleges. I'd like to start with the College of Law, Dr. A.T. Mantwa, Acting School Director Law. Let me also recognize our esteemed Deputy Executive Dean, Professor Z.Z. Nkosi, as well as Professor M.L. Shirindi, College Representative. Let me also recognize Professor Mulauzi, Director, School of Management Sciences from the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Professor M. Kumalo, College Representative from the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, one who hails from this province, Professor M. Professor M.M. Ntwasa, Deputy Executive Dean of the college. College of Accounting Sciences, Dr. DeHart, College Representative. Let me acknowledge the presence of East London Regional Office Academic Representatives. Dr. Esteem Zangwa, Regional Manager, Finance and Operations. Dr. V. Sigaka, Regional Center Manager, Mtata. Dr. M.C. Mlocha, Head of Facilitation of Learning. Dr. Jane Lela, Student Counselor. And we recognize as well and acknowledge the presence of their spouses, partners, and the loved ones. We have in this region Student Representative Council present, and we want to thank them for their participation. The Student Representative Council, in terms of the statute of the university and the Higher Education Act, is a statutory committee of students that voice the aspirations of students within the university, and it's important when they participate. Colleagues, administrative staff, academic staff, professional staff, graduation division, Department of Institutional Advancement, Department of Facility Management, Multimedia Center, East London Regional Office, the graduates, diplomandi present here, and it is a total of 202. The Chancellor's address this morning will be by Professor M. Kumalo from the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. I want to first reaffirm that for us as academics, we would cut the protocol, but we've been informed by our Department of International Relations as a country that it is to be lazy if we were to cut the protocol, so I had to do it all. Good morning, so I hope you will understand that. It is with the greatest sense of pride that I welcome you back to our 2022 autumn graduations, which are taking place in winter. We apologize that they're taking place in winter, but you know that we had some industrial action which we needed to sort out in order to have institutional cohesion. And we are proud, colleagues, that as a university, we are seeking to ensure that this university, that is 149 years in service of humanity through provisioning higher education in the modality of comprehensive open distance e-learning, is a university that is a site of excellence. And when there are challenges, we are willing to put our hands on deck and to ensure that the policies of the universities and the law are articulated. We want to reaffirm that university graduations are not just important occasions, they are for us as a university sacred ceremonies that are sacrosanct in the celebration of the articulation and the accomplishments of our students who would have traversed multiplicities of journeys as they seek to honor, recognize, and receive academic success and excellence in their journeys. Earlier on, yesterday, and the days before when we were celebrating graduations, we reminded our colleagues that it is through their dreams that they had the courage to register, to follow through in their studies, and sometimes even when they failed, not once or twice, they relented and ensured that they succeeded in their studies. I want to reaffirm that for us as the university, we recognize that not all of our students come from privileged economic environments. We recognize that some of them may be the first in their families or even in their villages or towns to have graduated or to be with a degree or diploma, and that's something that we celebrate. If you're the first in your family to graduate, you are already changing the cycles of marginalization and affirming what the former President Mandela stated, that it is through education that we can change society. And he used the analogy of a child of a mine worker who owns a mine, or a child of a farmer who then uses education to transforming themselves and ensuring ownership of a farm. That's a metaphor around the utilitarian value of education, and in particular, higher education. So I think it's important that we give them a round of applause, colleagues. Thank you. We've also said at all times, teaching and learning, research and innovation, as well as engaged scholarship, must help us as a university not to be an ivory tower, a university whose knowledge does not transform society. But we want to be that university that is not elitist and yet at the center of transforming the world for the better, whether we talk about economic transformations, ecological sensitivity, given the challenges we would have experienced just in KZN in a few months ago. We want to be at the center of those solutions to the grand challenges of our world. Let me tell you a little bit about Unisa that you must be proud of for being an alumnus after you walk the stage, not before you walk the stage. Alumnus of Unisa. The first is that we're the only university in the continent, colleagues, that has students who are at least 400,000. We are the only university in the continent. I get surprised when you're not proud of that, because there are no other universities. Some of our colleges, Professor ZZ Nkosi's college, if you think about the 3 universities here in this region, her college has that number as a college or as a faculty. The 3 universities put together here in Eastern Cape. So it's something that we should understand, the magnanimity and the magnitude of the impact of the University of South Africa. So we host, we train 400,000 students. 176,000 of our students are supported by NEFSAS, meaning we are the partner to those who are on the underside in optimizing their potential to ensure that they extricate themselves from the claws of poverty and those impediments that make it impossible for students to participate in the economic system. But it's not just that, colleagues. The University of South Africa invented in the world, not here at home only, open distance education. The whole world did not have this modality of teaching, of research, and of education. In the aftermath of COVID-19, everybody is now using or wanting to use this model, including companies. So it's worth celebrating, colleagues. I'm not going to proceed if you don't celebrate. Sorry, I'm not, it's not an encouragement fee. Your applause is not an encouragement fee. I'm just merely saying, as Africans, we must be proud when we've contributed changes to the world. Only 149 years later, people are following up on an invention that Unisa instituted. And that's something that we must be proud of as Africans, no matter our shade. The other aspect that I need to celebrate with you, colleagues, is that in 2022, in Dubai, the Emirates, the University of South Africa received the Zaire International Award for Excellence in Higher Education ceremony that was held in Dubai, as I stated before, and we emerged as the winner in the category of Excellence for Research Impact, meaning out of 90 universities that had applied from 52 countries, Unisa emerged as #1. Thank you. So this recognition affirms our commitment to cutting-edge research and scholarship, which is also one of our key visions to becoming centers of excellence and success, but also levers of optimum participation in the global knowledge systems. I also wish to report to you, not just as a report, but for you as society, to understanding that we've improved our research from 1.6 to 2.0, and that 4% increase is an important increase because it demonstrates that our academics are doing a lot of good work. We have also improved the numbers of NRF research-rated researchers, and that's something that is highly important. Yesterday, Professor Ntwasa was explaining to our Chancellor, President Mbeki, about the important research that Unisa is doing on anti-cancer drug development that Unisa is foregrounding and is a leader on, and which has gained recognition in multiplicities of countries, including intellectual property rights in the European Union as well as here at home. And this is the work that we're doing as a university, even without a medical school, because such research is important for our societies. Finally, colleagues, it's very important to state to you that in 2020, in terms of US best global universities, Unisa, out of 2,000 universities, achieved 800 position, which is very important. In the Times Higher Education, we were in 2020, 801 in terms of the Sustainable Development Goals and research impact. And I'm happy to tell you that we are now 401. We would like to be amongst the best. So we've changed by half. And finally, colleagues, in 2020 and 2019, amongst the rated universities in the country, we were number 12 in 2020. 18 months later, we are number 8. Number 8 is not our destination. We want to be top 5 in the country and to be doing a lot of research in the world later on. So we are really, really appreciative that you've come here to support your relatives as they graduate, as we celebrate your accomplishments. Welcome to the Unisa graduations. You are allowed, colleagues, to ululate, to celebrate, because such is the reason that we are here at Unisa for. Thank you very much. Welcome. At this point, colleagues, I'd like to request Professor M. Khumalo to deliver the Chancellor's address. Professor Khumalo, you have the opportunity. Thank you.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, members of the university's executive management, the acting registrar, academics, colleagues, graduates, parents, friends, and all that have an interest in what we are celebrating today, good morning. Addressing the graduates whom we are celebrating this morning, I would just like to express the excitement that I share with you, together with your loved ones and the university, more so because you are a product of innovative education delivery models and mastery-based assessment practices that the university has introduced over the last couple of years. You are here today because you have been resilient, you have been flexible, you have subjected yourself to an innovative system that has not only been innovative in delivery, but innovative in assessment. And the goal was to achieve what we have achieved despite the obstacles that we have faced in the last couple of years. And the university has responded, you have responded, and you have achieved, and you have to be congratulated for that. Thank you. Now, I would just like to say a few words, address them to the graduates that we are celebrating today. And I would like to talk about the issue of vision. The author, Andrew Carnegie, said that the world of great opportunity is available now, as it always has been, only for those with great vision. Why is that so? Because vision generates hope in the midst of despair. Vision makes the unseen visible and the unknown possible. We have the University of South Africa has existed for almost 150 years. And during that period, it has transformed itself from a correspondence, and as the Vice-Chancellor has stated, now has become an open distance institution. It's becoming a comprehensive open distance e-learning institution, and it's transforming itself as time goes on. And in the College of Science, Engineering and Technology, and I am proud to say this, that the Vice-Chancellor has introduced catalytic niche areas. And these niche areas seek to respond to the needs of the country and to the requirements of the world that we live in by being responsive to those needs and transforming our knowledge systems into what is useful to the world that we live in. In my department, we have astronomy, which is one of the catalytic niche areas that we are establishing and that we are excited about. And some of you probably are going to hear about more and more as the time goes on. Vision sets you free from limitations. The world around seeks to put limitations on what you can achieve based on your background, based on your family history, but vision sets you apart and sets you free from those limitations. Vision stirs up passion. Vision attracts opportunities. Opportunities come to those that have vision. Vision keeps us disciplined. The reason you are graduating today is because there's some element of discipline that was instilled on you. While your friends were going out partying and doing all sorts of exciting things, you decided to be disciplined and to sit down and do your work, and that is why you are here today. Vision gives you direction. And vision builds up your character. It unlocks potential, and it brings pride to those that are associated with you. A person without vision will become a slave of their own condition. We have a country that has historically has a disadvantaged past. But those who have vision have overcome those limitations. I have a student, a PhD student, who is a female PhD student who comes from a disadvantaged background. You know, you are facing a lot of obstacles. If first you are female, first you come from a second you come from a disadvantaged background, third you have decided to do mathematics. But vision allows you to overcome that, and this young lady is one of the shining stars in the department in which I work, and is poised to become one of the great academics in mathematics, has published papers, has done a lot, and it is because of vision. A person without vision always tries to find someone else to blame for their condition. Vision overrides those situations. Vision is not attached to provision. It is not resources that determine the vision. It is the vision that attracts resources. Vision attracts provision to people who are running with a vision. Run with the vision, and then you will attract provision. Do you want the degree If you want the degree, then you are going to attract scholarships, you are going to attract supervisors, you are going to attract the opportunities, and then you are going to realize your vision. Challenges test the strength of your vision. And the longer you allow difficulty to defeat you, the worse your vision becomes. So vision does not mean that there are no challenges. It means that you don't allow those difficulties to distract you from your vision. And as you go out into the world, this is the first step of having attained something as a result of your vision. Continue to have a vision at the workplace. Continue to have vision in your business. Continue to have vision in the society in which you live, and you will attain that which you have poised or you have determined in your heart. Some of you are going to continue with your studies, and Unisa offers those opportunities to those who would like to continue with their studies. Among all universities that I have worked in and that I have been involved with, I found that the University of South Africa has provided the most opportunities to the most people in the most innovative ways in science that has enabled many people to attain their goals. You can see in the history of the universities the people that have graduated, that have attained their goals through the university, and you can see that the university is seeking to shape futures. It's not just a slogan, it's not just a term, it is what we actually do as the university. And we would like to challenge you to continue that vision, to take hold of that vision as we go forward in the society in which we live. Thank you very much.
Colleagues, Professor Khumalo himself is a scientist, a natural scientist in the College of Science and Engineering. So he's that pathfinder in engineering sciences, and I like his encouragement that all of us must follow through our vision and our dreams in order that we succeed. Let me take this opportunity to request you, as our colleagues are quickly trying to sit down, that we give him a round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Professor Khumalo reminds us that if we follow through our vision, as our students would have followed through their vision, then we can gain success. And it's a message that I believe is not just true for our students, but it's also true for yourselves as the parents, friends, guardians, and partners of our graduates this evening. Let me take this moment to request you at this point, colleagues, as they try to sit down, that we start. Thank you very much. May you take any seat that's available so that we're able to start? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the conferment of the degrees and diplomas, may I kindly request you not to leave the hall before the end of the ceremony. May I also ask you, if you have a device such as this, we think it's okay to have such a device in the graduations. If you want to take pictures, that's also, you're welcome to do so. However, we would like to request you to have your volume off so that it does not distract the celebrations that we're having today. May I also request that if you're using your device to take pictures, may you try to avoid projecting the light into the members sitting in the podium here, because it distracts them, it distracts their sight. However, please, you're welcome to celebrate as best as you can and to use your devices, because we understand that we live in the 4th industrial revolution, that your device is not only for calling, nor for sending messages to family, but you might actually be doing work as you are also celebrating your loved ones this morning. So let's try to do so that we have dignified but happy celebrations. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me as the Principal and Vice-Chancellor, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the University of South Africa on the candidates whose names appear in the program. I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me. Thank you.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, Mandisa Charity Tianibezwe receives the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours. Madam Vice-Chancellor, Mohammed Yusuf Hussein receives the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Madam Vice-Chancellor, Amandla Nongaula receives the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Technology Honours.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science and Honours. Snesipho Festile.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. Zizipho Sanelise Mapija. Gloria Nyameka Mdaka. Madam Vice-Chancellor, Ntombi Zandile Mselwa received the degree of Bachelor of Information Science Honours.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Sujit Bagaji. Ntombizodwa Beauty Daimani. Ntuseng Lidwaba. Zizipho Banele Tsotso. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Administration Honours. Nokuzola Cuba. Toliwe Nenemba.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, these are your teachers. A noble profession at that. Take a picture. Good. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree Bachelor of Education. Nicole Campbell receives her degree with distinction. Marlene Slabert. Kashfa Langefeld. Veronica Nozipo Mfeka. Asixolisile Mpahla. Xolile Atwell Nonqele. Asithandile Ntinzi. Sol, no? Yvonne Sol. Lemuel Aljin Abdul. Busisiwe Ntwalana. Sharon Nyamukuvengu. Nkosazana Qili.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Baccalaureus Technologia. Nkosinathi Fuswauba Nindlovu. Noxolo Florence Qeho. Madam Vice-Chancellor, Nosipho Sodela receives the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Jolene Jennifer Lottering. Matthew Dumani. Hombakazi Papa Mafikeni. Puleng Brenda Guana. Numisa Euphemian Tisana. Namangesi Chungu. Buhle Zatu.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Accounting Sciences. Ndubisi Ugugu Eduzo. Miranda Crisel.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, The following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Laws. Viwe Banzi, degree obtained with distinction. Taylor Anne Besenga. Vuyo Boko. Carmen Dupris. Asive Gova. Simamkele Samson Mataile. Masikole Madikwa. Nosimo Zianda Mbikani. Vuyisa Zikhona Mkathu. Marie Suene Mostert. Benisen Mupoperi. Anelisa Mzekwa. Anele Ngogela. Piwe Anela Njaba. Siyasanga Nkungwana. Fabuni Idou Aginjagundla Olumide. Rezan Ritters, degree obtained with distinction. Tanya Schultz. Chiwaita Lihle Sichako. Madam Vice Chancellor, the two graduates are twins. The twin sister is Vuyokazi Liyabona Sijako. Ondela Sisilana. Madam Vice Chancellor, Lindilo Leonard Mukukulwa received the degree of Baccalaureate Technologiae. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Sibabalwe Jaiya. Nandipha Magwaqa. Andiswa Mbali. Koliswa Resha. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Tembelani Predexali, degree obtained with distinction.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Baccalaureate Technologiae. Zwelibanzi Daniel. Manale Gillian Mohlakwana. Yonela Mpiti. Siyasanda Njunja. Nogonwaba Andiswa Zuma. Tladi Ezekiel Mokiri. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidate receives the degree of Bachelor of Science and has obtained the degree with distinction. Tyrone Michael Anderson.
Which one? 26. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. James Colin Bentley, the degree obtained with distinction. Kristen Monique Naidu. Ayanda Magwai. 27. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following. Madam Vice Chancellor, Edmore Tsodzai Tanga receives the degree of Bachelor of Science, of Baccalaureate Technology, sorry. 28. Madam Vice Chancellor, Nicole Terry Ann Peterson receives the degree of Bachelor of Consumer Sciences. It's just the one. Okay. Madam Vice Chancellor, Yanga Duka receives the Bachelor of Arts. Is that it?
You must look at the calendar. Madam Vice Chancellor, Ntombi Zanele Cynthia Feni receives the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Madam Vice Chancellor, Pumza Sheli Rasmeni receives the degree of Bachelor of Information Science.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the Mlandeli Tsibiani receives the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Nursing Science. The degree was obtained with distinction. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receives the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Lucasta Williams. Sisanda Wendy Sharon Ridra. Lindiwe Yashi.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the postgraduate diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences. John Jack Edward Apis. Congratulations. Cindy Bernice Hayes. Apiwe Moyikwa. Hello. Twaita Ngundwana. Yes. Hello. Amanda Chala. Ndoda Zibi.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Nokubonga Yvonne Matiso. Spelo Njongile. Sipho Stwai. Mishek Mpongose.
Number 30. 37. Madam Vice Chancellor, Andile Ngola receives the diploma from the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. 38. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receives the National Diploma. Fikiswa Anne Selani. Congrats, Fikiswa.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the National Diploma in the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. 39. Ayasanga Sango Dlavati. Vabalwa Lukashe. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive National Diploma. Vonga Anthony Funani.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Law. Sipesihle Bangani. Ntsikelelo Nathan Bodi. Malukanye Jabaza. Tina Kakambile Mafanya. Nkululeko Malandela. Nomonde Rose Mantame. Noluvo Mnyengeza. Kumbula Ntabeni.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidate receives the diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Kuthala Nonjinge.
Ezzy, I want. She's still there. Just want them to. May we just give them a round of applause, please. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate you for your excellent achievements. And in the words of the literary scholar, Chimamanda, she encourages you to saying, when you graduate, it's not just for your personal accomplishment. It is an accomplishment to be shared with family. It is an accomplishment to be shared with society, but also with the global world. When some of you were walking here, we saw your parents crying. We also saw yourselves crying because you are the people who know the opportunities and challenges you went through as you were studying at Unisa. And when these tears of joy well down in the faces of many of you, we know it's because you're truly, truly gratified by your own success. Congratulations. So, this literary icon, a famous African who in the world has shaped how we think about gender, how we think about justice, and how we think about relationships, says that when you graduate, you should also think about how to minister to the world in the way that contributes radically in real, active, and practical ways, where you put your hands on deck and use the theories that you would have learned in your journey. So if you're a lawyer and you were talking about litigation, jurisprudence, and whatever, it should not just be in the courts of laws, but you should also empower society how to resolve challenges, disputes. And if you're graduating in the College of Accounting Sciences or Economic Management Sciences, we are already in our country, but also in the continent, dealing with the contradictions of the economy, where the triple challenges of economic marginalization, poverty, inequality are quite dire. So your theories must enable you to contribute to solving some of these grand challenges. And if you come from the College of Agricultural Studies, there's no reason why not all of us would have gardens to participate in, not to plant trees, not to have indigenous trees or plants, and the biotic fauna and flora protected if you've studied in that college. Should you, in technology, not help us to understand the implications of technology and the changes in the world, then we think our job will not have been complete for you. Finally, colleagues, let me remind you that for us as African intellectuals, it is very important that we don't just theorize from the pulpit or from the ivory towers, but we must theorize and enact as well as have practices, translate the knowledge that we gain in order to change society for the better. Once more, congratulations. The journey continues, and we request you today, if you are graduating with your diploma, we encourage you to pursue and register for your degree. Actually, when is the 29th? Is it tomorrow? Tomorrow is the close of the registration day. And if you are graduating with a degree, we encourage you. It's not me, it's these professors that said I should tell you the journey continues. So they're saying if you are graduating with a degree, then you should pursue your. Thank you very much. And if you think, oh, I'm at the apex of my studies at honors, they say, no, it's not adequate. You should pursue your master's degree. And they say when you're doing your master's, it's a good area to start thinking about creating your own knowledge, contributing something that no one in the world would have contributed through knowledge, and therefore to pursue your doctoral studies. They're saying to me, these professors, that for us as South Africans, as the continent, it's very important that we don't become shy to pursuing our PhDs, and we should not use them for the purposes of undermining others, but for the purposes of changing the world for the better. And they say, I should tell you, if you think you're done and you've come to the apex with your doctoral degree, no, not in the university. You still have to work hard to become a professor in order that you produce knowledge, that you invent new solutions to the world, and that you also have the opportunity in the global arena to play. So colleagues, let us give them a round of applause, ululations, celebrations, for they have done us proud. But colleagues, my friends and comrades and colleagues at the university, the professors are saying, I will not have finished my job if I don't test some of the critical areas of interest for citizens of the continent. So they're asking me to ask you, how many of you have traveled to all the provinces of the country? So there's one or two. So it means, colleagues, we are going to invite you as the University of South Africa for you to be a problem solver, for you to be a leader of our country and of our society and the continent. You must ensure that you get to know the country and travel to all the provinces of the country so that the solutions that you're going to produce through your accomplishment can be impactful in the country. So how many of you have passports? So we recognize that there's a few of us, and today is Thursday, colleagues. When you leave here, Home Affairs will still be open. They are requesting me to encouraging you that for knowledge bearers and citizens such as yourselves, a passport is no longer luxury, but is an invitation to explore beyond the 9 provinces, at least explore SADC region, and maybe you can then do the global arena. So with part of the money that you are going to use for celebrations, especially for percentage beverages, they're saying, I should encourage you to subtract a little bit of the percentage beverages and apply for that passport. Thank you. And how many of you have therefore been to 2 or 3 countries outside South Africa? So there's a few of us. They are saying I should tell you that a trip to Swaziland is not more than 1,100 kilometers, nor to Lesotho, nor to Namibia, or even Botswana. So we encourage you, with the money that you may have, the percentage beverages now will lose the investment value that you would have had for celebrations, that you explore the world, because the knowledge that Unisa has bequeathed you allows you to work anywhere in the world, to contribute to the best that Africa and yourselves are purposed to being. And therefore, that certificate that you have must not just be useful to your village, but to the global world. Thank you very much. We wish you all the best. At this point, colleagues, may I ask you, the parents, the relatives, the sisters, the people who were ululating, clapping, celebrating, and sometimes even crying, may I request you to stand up and give them a standing ovation and a round of applause. Thank you very much. You may be seated. They have made you proud, haven't they? Yes, they've made you proud. We are proud of their accomplishments. Colleagues, may I ask you to stand up and first to thank your professors, they who taught you, who journeyed with you in the knowledge arena, and to really understanding that at Unisa, for you to be a graduate, we have the professors who invest the best knowledge and teach you and use their research to enhancing your knowledge systems. But for us to succeed, we also have administrative staff and professional staff that support the professorate to help you to succeeding. So at Unisa, we understand that the lady who cleans or the gentleman who cleans, the ones who work the gardens, the one who works in communication or in student affairs or even in a region, all of us collectively work together to producing you as the graduate. They represent the communities, the different epistemic or knowledge communities within the university that contributed to your success. At this point, may you please stand up, the graduates, and give thanks to them as they represent the whole university that worked in your support. Please express your gratitude. Thank you very much. They know now that you do appreciate, you do appreciate the roles that they played in your lives, and they will be inspired to making sure that the next generations of scholars still get the best that they would have shared with yourselves. May I ask you to tend to your families, your relatives, your parents, your partners, your friends, loved ones, your lovers, and you look at them, you show them what you came to collect this morning. No. Relatives and family. What are you relating to? To the brown envelopes? Are you agreeing to the brown envelopes? Did they come for the brown envelopes? What did they come for? Their certificates, yes. Wave your certificates to them because they know what you went through. Help them to see what you're coming to get. Yes. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Perhaps some of you wonder, why should we show them our certificates? We worked hard. We're the ones who didn't sleep. No. We are proud of you, relatives, parents, friends, daughters, and sons of our graduates, because we know that you invested in supporting them. We know that the studies in universities can be very difficult, and sometimes people drop out, drop off, or they are unable to complete their studies. That they have completed their studies is because you supported them. Sometimes you bought that textbook that was very expensive. You sold Millimil for their textbook, or you gave money for data when you could have given it or done something with it. Or you prayed for them in a corner because you found it, you saw them struggling, And we do appreciate that you are our partners as Unisa in the spirit of promoting education as that which is a resource for society. So we at Unisa are very grateful for your support, and we thank you, colleagues. At this point, colleagues, now that you've joined the University of South Africa as an alumni, it's very important that we remind you that to be an alumnus of Unisa or an alumni of Unisa is a great privilege. This is a community of excellence that has been traversed by people such as President Rolihlahla Mandela, Justice Museneke, amongst others, and some of the key transformative leaders, not just in our country and in the global arena. So you should not take for granted you being part of this august university's alumni. But being an alumni does not come for free, colleagues. It comes with an invitation to being the best that you're purposed to being, but also that you should be. So the ethical commitment for changing and participating constructively in society is an imperative that you cannot recuse yourself from. Colleagues at Unisa remind me that we should request you either to apply to be an e-tutor at Unisa, but because technology is not just relevant for Unisa, we also request you in your communities to ensure that these devices are not just used for selfies. Although selfies are important, that you enable senior citizens in your communities to understanding how to use technologies so that they're not taken advantage of. That you help in the services where digitalizations are becoming the order of the day, that many in our communities understand the responsibilities associated with technology. Finally, colleagues, we have asked you to have your passports. We have asked you to work anywhere in the world. They request me, as the management of the University of South Africa, that we know that there are many underprivileged students who are talented, who are intellectually gifted, but who sometimes, because of the conditions that they come from, whether they live with disabilities or they come from economically marginal families, that your contribution in dollars, in cefas, in rands, in cedis, and in euros would be resourceful. Not just at Unisa. You can also choose to contribute in the schools within your community. We would be proud as a university because we think and we believe that your qualification makes you that citizen that is concerned about the challenges and opportunities in your society. So becoming a part of the circle of excellence comes with these responsibilities, which I am certain that you're going to do very well. So we congratulate you and we thank the Creator, the universe, the God, to really continue blessing you in your journey of life. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'd like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are in page 12 of the program. May I request you to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. May I also request you to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. As we sing the national anthem, we request you, in line with the aspirations of our society and our state, that we sing the national anthem with the dignity it deserves as it represents our own aspirations. And wherein you are uncomfortable, we still request you at least to maintain the decorum or deportment required. Thank you. Thank you very much. By virtues of the powers entrusted to me as the Principal and Vice Chancellor, I dissolve the congregation of the University of South Africa.